you guys already know what it is. For the Bellator MMA light heavyweight belt, we've got Vadim, Nemkov, and Phil Davis. This round is a 5-round main event. This is the second time these guys will be fighting each other. The last time they fought was, I believe, 2.5 years ago, and it was a split decision win for Vadim Nemkov in a super, super close fight. I mean, the wrestling was really even. Vadim Nemkov got a takedown on Phil Davis. A little bit of that time was spent in the clinch. Phil Davis did get a takedown and got Vadim Nemkov's back. I believe the end of the third round in their fight, it was a very close fight in the striking game. Vadim Nemkov was a much faster fighter in the striking game. I was using those leg kicks really good. His right hand, his jabs, everything was working well for him in that fight. But that third round, Phil Davis ended up coming back and winning that third round. The first, second round were really close. I mean, it was a really close 3-round fight that they had 2.5 years ago. But this fight in a 5-round main event for the Bellator MMA light heavyweight belt, this is a 5-round main event. It's going to the 4th and 5th round. Both fighters have a lot of power in their hands. Phil Davis and Vadim Nemkov combined have only been finished one time in their professional MMA career, and that one time was against Jiří Procházka by first round knockout. You already know Jiří Procházka has like 25 KO/TKO wins on his record. That is the only time either fighters have been finished by KO/TKO on their record. So I think this fight is 100% gonna go all the way. Both fighters are not really prone to getting finished by KO/TKO or submission. So I think this fight is gonna go all the way. Phil Davis is 36.5 years old, does have that height advantage, does have that reach advantage, 6'2" tall, so a 2-inch height advantage and a 2-inch reach advantage over Vadim Nemkov in the fight. But in the striking game, I will give Vadim Nemkov the advantage. I mean, he just beat Ryan Bader by KO/TKO in the second round. I mean, he dropped Ryan Bader like 4 or 5 times combined in that fight. I mean, it was absolutely insane. Before that, beating Rafael Carvalho, before that, beating Phil Davis, and doing really good inside of Bellator. Before that, beating Felipe Lins and Liam McGeary. I mean, the man's an absolute beast. A lot of finishes on Vadim Nemkov's record, and a decent amount of finishes for Phil Davis. Look right here, 6 KO/TKO wins, 5 submission wins, and 11 decision wins. The fight's going all the way. I don't see a finish from Phil Davis, and I do not see a finish from Vadim Nemkov in the fight, because Phil Davis is just so durable. But this fight is staying on the feet. We might see a little bit here and there where we see the fight go into the clinch. Maybe we see Vadim Nemkov trying to kind of secure the round with a takedown or with some clinch shots, something like that. We might see the same exact thing from Phil Davis, because he also has some very good wrestling of his own, and might use that takedown, might use that ground and pound and submission skills to get the fight down and make it a little bit more of a grappling and clinch-based fight. But the only reason I see Vadim Nemkov or Phil Davis doing that is to secure the round. Other than that, the fight is staying on the feet, and this is going to be a kickboxing fight. But Vadim Nemkov, his leg kicks, his jabs, he's so fast, he moves so well. I think in the striking game, Vadim Nemkov will have the advantage. In my opinion, the only way Phil Davis will win the fight is if he goes out there and puts on the pressure on Vadim Nemkov in the striking game, and then goes for takedowns, gets him down, and wins the fight by decision in the grappling game, and putting on that pressure in the striking game. That is the main way I see Phil Davis winning the fight, but I do not think that is going to happen. I think Vadim Nemkov, one of the best light heavyweight fighters in the entire world, I think he's going to go out there and win this fight by unanimous decision. It's going to be a really close fight, just like the last time. But that was 2.5 years ago. Vadim Nemkov is getting more and more into his prime, becoming a more and more better fighter in the striking game, in the grappling game, in the wrestling game. Phil Davis is getting older and older, kind of diminishing his striking, diminishing his speed, diminishing his athleticism, all those types of things. So I think this fight is going to stay on the feet for the most part, and Vadim Nemkov, in my opinion, will have that advantage. So I am going to be going with Vadim Nemkov to secure that Bellator MMA light heavyweight belt and go on to fight Yoel Romero or Anthony Rumble Johnson, and the winner of that, in my opinion, will fight the winner of Ryan Bader and then Corey Anderson. A lot of really good fights for Bellator 257, Nemkov versus Davis 2.